Yeah, I'm proud of this. I'm proud of this right here. I feel good. I feel really good about it because the goal was for me was to motivate myself with no motivation. Well, God was the motivation. The whole purpose of it was to get my faith back, and that was it. This is the story, y'all. The whole purpose of this was to get my faith back. I tell y'all the ending too. Well, and I told y'all the ending before. I'm gonna tell y'all how they supposed to go again. Once again, I think I deleted them. The ending of this is like it's like 4 to 5 women in America that's qualifying, and for the foremost, they gotta be carbon because it's something they need. You can go ask your ancestors, and they'll be like, ask them, do they like the smell of diesel? Just I ain't gonna say what they're gonna say. Just ask them. But um, what I'm gonna say. I just got a shout, y'all. So sweat. I think God did good on me though, y'all. That was a great comeback. Y'all see that? Look at that mask. So you can tell by the melanin in your face what kind of crown aura you got over there. And you can tell that I got like an old mask over my eyes right here, you know what I'm saying? So you can tell, that's why like a lot of other nationalities, you just look at us and tell us, get them out of here. You can see aura, y'all, so you can see everything else as well. You get what I'm saying? Y'all just been dumb. I'm waking y'all up, and I'm getting banged on for waking y'all up too. But if y'all don't wake up, the world gonna continue to be stagnated, and we're gonna continue to be losing, bro. So, you know, I'm a man that had businesses that never reached no success, but I was able to see. I was in business for so long. I was able to see what's grimy and what's crooked in other businesses and what be a faulty foundation that they build their business on. And they might go years, 27 years strong, thinking everything good. And on that 27 year, everything collapsed out of nowhere. They lose their home, they lose their family, they lose their wife, they lose it all like overnight. And that's when you really see who love you. And I done fell off so much. I already know from example, but like you gonna always have to go back to home. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the hood or whatever, you gonna always have to wind up going back to home. That's why it was good for God to tell me where my twin was. He told me it was like right around the corner, but it could be anywhere. But he also told me a list, a line of them. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have the, I don't have um, the faith. I got the faith, but I don't have the faith to believe in some of the women he showed me that he was thinking about coming across them. And he told me that too. He was like, "But you just thinking that way, it won't happen." So I never could level. It's like you gotta level up to these fields. Like if you get up to one level and this group of people don't do drugs like that, don't do that, okay. You get up to that level, then you get up to another level. This group of people might do drugs, but they do it out of moderation, and they all are merchants. You know, they business people. So you have to elevate to that level before you even get to embrace these kind of people. So you like, okay. So these women that he told me outside of the one I'm bumping heads with now, they way out of my league. Basically, what I'm trying to say. And even though y'all looking at me like you proud of me or whatever, and I'm thankful for that. That's a good thing. I'm proud of me too. But it was mainly just to get something back that God took from me. And when God takes something from you that you need to even be able to have your wings, it gets scarce for me. Like, that's like being job scared, and that ain't even a good way of looking at it. So I had a lot to learn right here, y'all, and I'm still learning. You see how deep it is. I'm still learning. But anyway, he showed me a path of women, like what these women. But anyway, if I run across 4 to 5 women during this period of lifetime, and somehow, some way, these women become actually good friends. They do. Like, it's like the whole world looking at me as a Cinderella story, but no, it's bigger than that. It's way bigger than that. I can prove it. It's like when we meet, that person is going to, like, at the moment, she don't want to have nothing to do with nobody around me. You know what I'm saying? Can't stand them. But as this person do come around me, they gonna realize they see the flaw and the potential in my family that I didn't see. So they start clicking with them. And just because they respect, because a lot of these women, they were queens, y'all. In other countries, they queens. Here, they just either rich, got a bag. They doing better than I am. You know what I'm saying? It was only one girl that I was doing better than, and that's the twin that everybody screwed up because they took my foundation and they faked it or something. I don't know what the hell they did, but it messed her up bad. And if you could put yourself on her shoes, you'll be messed up too. So it really ain't no getting back from that unless she choose to want to. But I don't disown her other twin. When the other twin is coming, the other twin is coming. The energy, me and her cord is disconnected. If people could look at you, should be able to tell that now. The energy, me and her is cut. God came and cut the cord. I don't feel her like I used to no more. I'm supposed to be feeling the new one, but it'll come and go. And it's my grandma. Grandma messing with me about something else. But anyway, y'all already know anyway, you getting on my nerves about it. But Tara, that's how I talk to my grandma sometimes. Y'all tell me I know the answer. And don't y'all try that because it's a trick for me. Like it's like a pattern. You gotta go for 3D spirituality, 3D spirituality, 3D spirituality, 3D spirituality, and you gotta do this in a certain sequence. And you ain't got it, you ain't getting it, you ain't done it, you ain't gonna do it. You just gonna kill yourself doing it, and then they gonna blame me for you doing it. So don't do it. I can't explain this. I gotta show. I had to teach a class this. That's what I wanted to do. And I wanted this twin to help me do it because that's what we were supposed to do. We were supposed to be big, going to court. We were the 2 idiots supposed to be going to court. I know that for a fact. If it wasn't me and her, it was the one before her. But anyway, long story short, it could have been the other one that backed out the very first time, but I don't know. I don't really get that deep in it because they ain't in my energy enough for me to feel that vibration. So they really just talking about vision. They really just talking. They ain't really talking about nothing. Because I can feel when they get close to me. I can feel when they going to connect to me and want to come to me. Put it that way. But, anyway, yeah, so somehow we make it big. We get real big in the industry. Because one of the girls that I ended up with, her intention was to hide me. But when she got to meet me and shit, it blowed her fucking mind. And her company and whoever she worked for, it blowed their mind. Everybody just rejoiced in the money, basically, y'all. And rejoiced in God, thanking God, of course, but it was just money everywhere. But all these relationships end the same when it comes to finances. I don't want to keep saying that part. But we moved by this ranch. Livonia should have a ranch. I don't know why we ain't got no horse ranch. I mean, somewhere where you race horses. But we got this house built by a horse ranch, and it's like a subdivision behind it. And I own the subdivision, and we move people that we felt like really needed some attention that what nobody else helped from each one of our families into the subdivision, which was a mess. And it ends up being a blessing at the same time because them two domestics have to fix each other. The way it was set up, they would have to fix each other down and do it up. And if anything, they protected us, the good and the bad. So it was just deep. Something like what my grandpa started here, but I think it was somewhere else because of all the demonic behavior I've been getting from just being good to people. So nobody else really wants to settle down here. But I don't know, it could be different. I don't know, y'all. But anyway, one of the twin actually, when the other twin find out what kind of relationship we really got, they get cool somehow, really cool. And the crazy twin start being overprotective on both of us, cause that girl really like my ISIS, y'all. Like, not saying we gotta have sex, that ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying we share a connection with God that need to be, somehow we don't need to be parted from it. Now one of us, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't like we gotta be together. It's just that if something happened to her, she gonna probably energize, like that Jet Li movie, basically. Shit, I ain't trying to say that, but put no target on a nigga head, but the target's already on our head. But all the twins is like that. That's why I tell them, don't come around me if you ain't serious, because God ain't gonna make it serious. And when we connect, we gonna share gifts. We're gonna share like a DNA. I think it's even before I said just being in close proximity to each other, you gonna start to know. I could prove this too. While my twin still living. Like God said, she right around the corner, you know what I'm saying? And that's what she was, over right around the corner. But anyway, if she make it in her mind, when she wake up, say, I'm going to see Tad, and she stick to it, and that's what she gonna do, I'm gonna get an alert immediately. The weather gonna change dramatically when she start to make her way to my house. And when she get in the yard with me, in less than 2 hours, or in the first hour, if not the first 30 minutes, the weather gonna be dramatic. The climate of the weather is gonna be dramatically changed somehow. And me and her both know that for a fact. Like literally. Like if you gonna ask her, she gonna say the same shit. But she gotta wanna see me genuinely out of love. She can't wanna see me out of no hypocritical bullshit. She caught that a long time ago too. She just enjoyed my company, y'all. After a while, after she realized I wasn't gonna do all that shit she doing, and I realized she wasn't gonna change to what I'm doing. We realized that we both was kind of friends. We just really met each other, so we were pretty cool with being friends with one another. And yeah, they messed that up. We couldn't even be friends, so shit. It's just demonic as hell around here, bro. But anyway, I went on too long about that. No, I'm trying to finish this story because I need to have a good ending, whether it happen or not. So if something happened to me, I want to tell this ending. But yeah, and so far the format, y'all, it's all the same with each twin. Somehow, because we twin, this is what both our dreams really is. So, two of these twins, I really wasn't going to make it out the country, but on 2 events that God showed me in 2 different timelines, I did have to leave the country. And one was in Canada, and one was in China or Thailand or somewhere, and one was in Japan, and one was in Europe. And I think I even had a Roman one, but they told her, like, it went down so far, but according to my energy and the way I'm adjusting, I don't know, it's a long story. But, anyway, but, it was one from Africa. I was supposed to meet her first. She was so powerful, y'all. When God was talking to me, I literally seen her tap in and say, I'm already happy to marry her. Sure did. Yeah, like, that's how powerful she living now and everything. If I saw her, I'd probably get her face in real fast. Because I really got a good look at her. She was like sitting at a auditorium somewhere big, whatever, doing some massive screenplays or something, I don't know. But she turned around and looked back. She said, I'm already happily married. Cause see, my timeline is off. Like all my twins is already in their karmic cycles or their blissfulness cycles, and it's at this end of this road. You get what I'm saying? So basically, when I came into picture, my family had me going backwards for so long, I didn't even know that my life was supposed to be going this way, basically. So by the time God put me on the timeline, uh, rightfully so, it was already too late. It's like, let's say a century off or something, or a decade off. You know what I'm saying? If not 2 decades off. But so my chances of getting a loved one is slim to none, regardless. But I'm cool with that because I got control of my sexual desire. You know, um, it's not kind. It's not something to be proud about, boastful about at all. It's actually embarrassing to me, but it's something that maintains the soul and plus give God what he needs when it comes down to the fuel that they need from us having sexual communication with one another. So in turn, that's why you gotta do everything out of moderation when it comes down to King James. When you reading about it and they tell you just do. At the end of the day, if you lonely like I am and ain't got nobody, and God forbid for your royal blood to be tainted, then you gotta navigate accordingly. So with that being said, with all my queens off of the timeline, my chances from now on, like the way I was doing it, wasn't really gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? The way I was doing wasn't gonna pop for me. So it was tainting up the bloodline. It was imprisoning generations, my ancestors. It was just everything that I was indulging in was just imprisoning more and more of my ancestors. So that's the story, y'all. So hopefully this story get out.